Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Melissa Andre. I'm the Executive Director of the Philadelphia Tax Review Board. And today we are convening a session. It is May 20th, 2025. It is Tuesday. It is approximately 2:06 p.m. Please be aware that this is a public hearing and it is recorded. It is being recorded. Because this meeting is being recorded, participants and viewers have no expectation of privacy, and by continuing to be in this meeting, you are consenting to being recorded. This recording will be posted on the Tax Review Board's website. With me today is our board chair, Paula Weiss, as well as board members John O'Connor, Nancy Cameradiner, and George Matthews. At this point, Paula, please take it away.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Tax Review Board hearings for May 20th, 2025 are now in session. We have a few administrative matters to read into the record before we turn to the petitioners who are present today for hearings. Looking at our docket, we're going to start with case number 2, last 4 digits of the docket, ZYZM for 6904 Rising Sun Avenue. That matter is continued. Case number 3, last 4 digits of the docket, KLWD for the Philadelphia Authority for Industrial Development. That case is continued. Case number 4, last 4 digits of the docket, NFHG, also Philadelphia Authority for Industrial Development. That case is continued. And case number 5, last 4 digits of the docket, 04XE. I'm not quite sure what that is. Philadelphia LICSM LLC, 3600-30 Lancaster Avenue. That matter is continued. Turning now to the cases that are still open before us, we're going to drop to what is listed as case number 6 on our docket for 1713 Scotchbrook Drive, Unit A. Last 4 digits of the docket, Z3AO. Or 0, I guess. And I believe the petitioner is joining us by Zoom. Mr. Zilberman?
Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Paula
Yes.
Weiss, Chair of the Tax Review Board. We're going to be hearing your case today. Could you please state your full name for the record?
Alexander Zilberman.
Mr. Zilberman, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. We're going to turn to the city representatives to start us off so they can read into the record the dates and dollar amounts in controversy, and then we will come back to you and you'll have an opportunity to explain to us why you're here today and what you're looking for from the board. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Who
thank you.
has this matter for the city?
Yim Ping, representing the city.
Good afternoon, Mr. Peng. Do you have someone here from Revenue prepared to testify?
Yeah, it's Ms. Chanel Smith.
Okay. Ms. Smith, you need to unmute yourself. Good afternoon. Could you state your full name and position with the city, please?
Chanel Smith, and I'm the TRB Unit Supervisor and a witness for the city.
Thank you. Could you please read into the record the dollar amounts and dates in controversy in this matter?
Okay, the period in question is the November 1st, 2024 final read bill plus associated penalties up to February 3rd, 2025. And I want to note that the final read bill is for the period August 30th, 2024 through November 1st, 2024. The principal amount is $89,090.65. The penalties are $5,284.53. 0 liens, bringing the total dispute amount to $94,375.18.
Thank you. Mr. Peng, any opening comments?
First, Ms. Smith, can you read the numbers again?
The principal amount is $89,090.65. The penalties are $5,284.53. 0 liens, bringing the total dispute amount to $94,375.18.
Is this for the 1713 Scotchbrook?
I don't think that's correct. Yeah.
That's what I'm reading on my paper. Hold on one second.
I thought we were looking at around $6,203.54.
That's what I have with the documents sent over, the account statement. Thank you, John.
Yeah, because this is what I have typed on mine. Okay, so let's let me read the dispute period and the amounts over again.
Hold on.
Okay.
So we're 1713 Scotchbrook Drive, Unit A, right? So we're gonna strike the previous numbers?
Yes.
All right, let's start again.
Okay, so this is for the February 2029, February 29, 2024 final read bill, plus associated penalties, up to August 6, 2024. And the final read bill is for the periods October 25, 2019 through February 27, 2024. And the principal amount is $6,203.54. The penalties are 0, lien 0, bringing the total disputed amount to $6,203.54.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Mr. Peng, any opening comments?
Yeah, so this catch-up bill, right, it has already been adjusted down voluntarily by the city in the amount close to 1,500. This was done as a benefit to the customer and not as a correction of any mistaken billing. Now that being said, the city, because of this adjustment down, the city believe no further adjustment is warranted at this moment.
So when you say adjustment, is that $6,203 the final after the adjustment, or is that before the adjustment?
That's before the adjustment.
Then what's the actual amount due right now for that period?
Ms. Smith, do you have the calculation? You
Yes.
calculate that?
Yes, it was reduced to $2,125.10.
Actually, I think that was also taken account of the department level adjustment. Let me take a look. I think the city adjusted, the city's voluntary adjustment took place in June 14th, 2024. Ms. Smith, what's the final balance on June 14th, 2024?
It was reduced to $4,982.63. And then it was again reduced to $2,125.10.
But that was as a result of the departmental
Yes.
hearing.
Yes.
So actually the amount in front of us, because that is vacated by an appeal to the tax review board. So we're looking at the actual amount that the city is requesting for this period of time is $4,982.63. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Please repeat that number. 4,000.
$982.63.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, any other opening comments, Mr. Peng?
So I was saying the city believed no further adjustments needed because is warranted because this was a back bill and catch-up bill situation. So a PW technician physically recorded the usage that this bill was calculated based on.
Okay.
So it was an actual reading found confirmed by the PW technician, field tech.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Zilberman, I'm sorry for some of the confusion here, but if you're ready, what would you like to tell us?
Okay. Yes. Talk. I really confused about the whole situation, because we're talking about already a couple years about this. Finally, as I know that the whole dispute was 2,125,
Mm-hmm.
and I still confused why we have so much money, because during all this period of time, we used to pay month to month bills. We never miss any bills.
Bank proofs.
And we have statements and everything about that. That's another issue. And second of all, you know, there is no leakage, there is no garden hose. It's really don't know where those numbers come from. Now the actual reading, that's about 100 cubic, 120 cubic per day. And I don't know where those tremendous amount of money come from. And when you guys requested to replace the meter just once, you know, the meter's been replaced right away without any. 6 years we were paying estimate bills, which is mostly a little bit bigger than the regular bills, and we were paying anyway, and nobody requests us to replace the meter. 5 years, nobody requests anything. Once you send us a note to replace it, meter has been replaced right away.
But you
And-
understood that you did understand, you just said that you had a long period of time of estimated
No,
bills?
not long.
I don't know who's with you, but we need to know
There's
who.
somebody else who,
Sorry, my name is Marina Zilberman. I'm
Yes, my
his
wife.
wife.
Well, I need to see you.
This is my face. Hi.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Ms.
Ms.
Silverman, if you're going to testify, I need to ask if you can swear.
Yes, I do.
or-
I do.
Excuse me, I need to.
I'm sorry. I forgot about recording.
All right, so you need to sit next to Mr. Zilberman so we can see you.
Yeah, sure.
And do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
I do.
Okay, what would you like to tell us?
I would like to say that we were paying bills and we didn't get estimated bills because I believe the people who work for the city, the water department of Philadelphia, I didn't hold these bills because I was pretty much sure I can print them online. We got estimated bills probably for several months in 2019. And then we got a letter that the meter must be replaced, they cannot read it. It was 2019 or 2024 or something. I don't remember the date, I'm sorry. I immediately went online to check all the bills. I don't know what happened, but the only bills I was able to print 2029. Okay, we had a hearing, we discussed it, and then we checked. Listen, as soon as I don't want to blame anybody, but as soon as the meter was replaced and it was done immediately, and there is only one person lives there, our bills became like max $90.50 per month, which was paid regularly because we paid through our bank, which is HSBC, and it's in our statements. You know, we're kind of persons who will never miss a payment. And
No, we understand that, and
I
we
understand.
appreciate that
No,
you did pay
I'm
regularly.
fishing for the compliment, I guess. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
now we're trying to understand, why do we have to pay this amount of money? Because it's like, it looks like we never use this amount of money the water board put on our behalf on these bills. And it's, you know, it was a whole confusion now. And can you imagine how confused we are? Because it's absolutely unbelievable. And they, furthermore, they put some kind of penalty. I called water board. I spoke with them personally, and they told me none of penalties should be paid. Which we call the case is opened, and you just pay the actual reading, and that's it. And then the case will be opened. We did it absolutely on time because, you know, we do it through the bank, and again, we have statements to prove it that it was never late fee penalties. It was as soon as you send an email that the bill is ready, we do it. So now we're trying to understand, where did we get this
Okay,
amount?
so why don't we turn to the city? I have a couple of questions first. What kind of property is this?
It's like, it's condominium, like, you know, there's several
Okay.
units.
So it's one family?
Yeah,
What, okay,
This unit is one family.
one family. How many people do you live there as tenants?
one,
One person, all this
Yeah,
time, since
all this time.
2019.
almost 10
Okay.
years.
Okay, we're gonna turn to the city and see if they can help us understand a little bit better where this has all come from, and then we'll see if there's some way that we can help resolve this for you.
Yes,
Mr.
please.
Yes, Mr. Peng?
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Joe Zimmerman, I first have a couple questions for you.
Zubin.
First, let me share a document. Let's see. Okay. So, Mrs. Zimmerman, is this the property we're here discussing about?
Yes,
You said this is a one-unit apartment?
No, it's like
no,
a,
it's a multiple units, but we're
our
talking
unit
about,
is one.
yeah, we're talking about one unit. One small unit, which is the smallest one.
So you only own one unit within this
Absolutely.
building?
Unit A, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right, thank you for clarifying that. I'll stop sharing. Okay, so so this is a rental property of yours, correct?
Yes, now, yes.
Do you have a rental license?
So our relative lives here, there.
Yeah, we applied that, yes.
Okay, I think that you don't have it with you right now, or,
No,
okay. Is the license still active?
yes,
We applied.
we applied that, I said.
Okay, you applied the license, okay.
Yeah. And he's
Uh,
kind of related to us, the gentleman, who lives there.
Your
That's
tenants
right.
is related to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
They don't rent it officially, kind of.
so from our record, you live in, both of you live in New York?
Yes,
So are you managing this property yourselves, or you have an agent managing this property?
no, myself.
Okay, so you came down to New York and checked the properties often?
Absolutely.
Multi-times.
Okay,
All the time, every week.
okay, so so do your tenants for the disputed period, that's roughly from 2019 to 2024, let me confirm. Yes, from 2019 to 2024, is your tenant have any guests over? Is that a frequent thing, or like overnight guests, parties?
No, no, absolutely not.
Okay. I apologize. Go back to the earlier question about how often did you usually visit this property on a monthly basis for
We
the
come
dispute?
there very often because we have a cousin who lives there close and we have relatives there. That's why we go to
Yeah, we have a
Philadelphia
whole family.
very often.
Okay. So you said there's only one person live there for the whole
Yes.
Yes.
period?
Absolutely.
Okay. So how many in this apartment unit, how is there a bathroom?
Yes,
Just one, I assume?
no, two.
Two bathrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming there's two sets of faucets and two sets of toilets.
Absolutely.
Is both bathroom equipped with showers or just one?
Just one. Yes,
Okay. Is there a kitchen?
yes, absolutely.
One kitchen only?
Regular small kitchen, with,
Okay.
yeah.
So there's a faucet and the dishwasher?
Yes,
Okay. Is there a laundry machine?
yes,
Okay. Is there any other fixtures that will use water in the property?
No.
no.
Okay. Just let me ask, so who is responsible for handling the water bills at this property?
Me.
You, okay. So Mr. Zimmerman, do you read your water bills, every single one of them, or occasionally, or you don't?
Absolutely.
So,
We got
Re-
it by, I'm sorry for interruption. We got it by mail and we read it online.
okay,
Twice.
so you,
We
okay.
watch him twice.
And he's
Okay.
okay. He's a professional, like he knows plumbing and everything else.
Mhm.
So there are no leaks
I'm actually superintendent.
in the community.
I'll ask about that a little bit. So, just follow this line of question. So, when you read your water bills, did you notice that the water bills are have estimated usages on there?
You know, yeah, we read it, and when it became to estimate it, it was like maybe for several months. What happened? I don't know what happened. It's a technology. When I wanted to print the bills for the disputed terms, because we didn't keep the paper bills, it's too much, and it's my mistake, our mistake. I was able to print it only for 1 year. 29, 20, what is it? Where we have it?
24.
Only one for 1 year, for 24 or 23. And then it was like estimated for several months. But we got a letter for the meter replacement. We spoke with Phil, and he was home. The meter was replaced immediately. And that's it. And the reading became like normal, as usual, as it was before 2019. That was very confusing. That's why we decided that probably something is wrong. Again, we do not want to play anybody. We want to clear this issue. Now it's like always, before the prices went up, it was like less than $90. Now it's $90.
So Mr. Zimmerman, you mentioned earlier that you saw a few estimated bills back in 2019. Is that right?
No,
Yes.
not 19. It was before. It was 20. I have these bills.
23, I think. so.
23, yes. I'm just trying to figure out when it was. Yeah. I wanted to, what I said, I wanted to print them from 2019, but unfortunately, your system didn't let me. I was able to print it before, but as soon as I got this last reading for $6,000, you know, before our first hearings, I wasn't able to print it.
Okay.
So you don't have a record of the,
I think we have covered, I think she's covered that.
okay,
Yeah,
all right. So did you have a plumber look at your property during or after the disputed period?
Yes.
Yes, we have a plumber. Plus, I'm telling you, by my professional, I'm 35 years as a superintendent in a commercial real estate building.
Do you have a plumber's report?
No, we didn't ask for it.
No, we did not ask him the report, but I'm telling you, I'm even there myself checked all those toilets, no leak, no, absolutely nothing. Everything was, there is no garden hose. The guy never used this, you know, that's
It's a small unit.
small unit, you know, it's nothing. And I'm telling you, that's normal. We see every month, you know, after you replace the meter, every month we see almost the same amount of usage.
Yeah, I understand, Mr. Zimmerman. Just let me, so when does this plumber visit your property and did it check?
The plumber visit, that was a long time ago when we received that letter that's about a tremendous amount of money. We were shocked about that. And we decided, okay, let me check by plumber, you know, maybe I missed something, you know, and I asked. And recently the plumber was there too, because we fixed something, you know, and I also asked him one more time, you know, I can get the report from him too, you know, he checked all the toilet and everything, and shower. He said there's no leak.
I understand, Mr. Zimmerman. So at this point, the city would like to ask the board to continue the case because the city believe we need to either take a look at the plumber's report or have the plumber testify.
This is unbelievable.
This is, you know, unfortunately, I have to mention to you, we are talking about this. I lost so much money of the work because every call to water department, it takes me time, have the hearing and everything. I lost so much money to take off from work, you know, and it's more than 2 years we're talking about this issue. Just please, just we can't pay so much money,
Mr. Lynn,
I understand.
let me ask you a question. How can you explain me, because I'm really confused, that as soon as you change the meter, this amount of water was reported on the bills, and before it was like, we can't understand this. That the
What
whole
the city
point.
is saying essentially on their documents, Mr. and Mrs. Zilberman, is that for 52 months,
Mhm.
little over 4 years, while the meter itself was working, the electronic transmitter that should have been sending the meter reading each month to the Water Revenue Bureau, the Water Department, was not sending it. When they got the reading, when they got into the property and they saw the actual reading, it is their position that the amount of the bills you were paying each month underestimated. And therefore, they're billing you for the usage that they believe was not recorded or was not sent to them, not that was, but was recorded in the
No,
meter.
no, I
So
understand that.
you asked, that's where we are. So that's the circumstance. We do see, we can see that you paid your bills every month. We can see the amount that you were billed even as estimated, and that what the bills were and have become since. Does the board want to step back and have a conversation?
I think Mr. Peng needs to finish putting on his case though.
The
Well, he's
issue
asking for a continuance.
so
No, I didn't
we
mean
can,
for a decision, I mean for the continuance.
True.
I mean, unless Mr. Peng wants to put that on the record, put on the rest of his case, and then we'll consider that along with the entire matter.
I would prefer the board consider the continuous request
Of course.
first.
Okay.
And I think I want to note for the record, Ms. Andre, that we do have the account history that has not been actually entered into evidence yet. It does have incorrect data, the actual dollar amounts not correct, and would need to be corrected before we could actually enter them into the record. The dollar amounts were the $89,000, not the $6,203 that we've been told is really under
Okay.
consideration.
All right, if the board wants to go back, I think I have everybody.
All right, everybody just stay put.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, here. Okay.
Mr. Ping, how you doing? Just want to make sure I'm not in a meeting that I shouldn't be. Do you need me for anything further after this?
Wait, what unit you're from?
Plumbing repair. Water department.
You was Mr. Allison?
No, he's on the line right here. He's on his Zoom call. Allison's on his Zoom call. And these are on my calendar, so I'm not sure if I was supposed to be here for this or some other hearing. That's why I'm confirmed.
Actually, I don't believe I request you here as a witness.
Okay, all right, so I'll dismiss myself there.
Sorry for any confusion that.
Not a problem at all. Yeah, have a good day.
You too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can let them know that I corrected the account history sheet, and I'll be sending them the updated copy right now when they
Okay.
come over.
All right, I think we have everyone. Yes, okay. Tax Review Board is back in session. We did have a conversation, Mr. Pang. I think what the board is going to allow is we'd like you to put on the rest of your case. And then we are going to hold the record open so that Mr. Zilberman, we're going to ask you to not come back, but simply submit to our office a report from your plumber that he had inspected the property, and whatever his findings were regarding leaks or plumbing issues, or whether there were any or weren't any. And then we'll be able to use everything we've heard today and make a decision without you are having to return and spend more time.
Okay.
Can,
I'm sorry, I would just like put on the record, the city object to this. City prefer to have opportunity to hear and examine the plumbers themselves, just for the record.
Okay, well, you'll have an opportunity. I mean, we will provide it to you, but we are going to go ahead. We will note your objection for the record, Mr. Pang, but we're going to go forward on this.
I understand.
what is the address?
If the board pleases now, I would like to talk to discuss ask some question to witness Anthony Ellison.
Do I see him?
Yes.
Ah, Mr. Ellison, sorry. You jumped on the Zoom screen from where you were. Could you state your full name and position with the city, please?
Anthony Ellison, Assistant Manager, Waterfield Customer Service.
Mr. Ellison, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Pang?
Okay. So Ms. Ellison, how long have you worked at the PWD, for the
Well-
water department?
12 years.
Okay. So what position you held there?
I held a couple of positions. First one was Waterfield Customer Service Representative, Waterfield Operations Helper, Water Meters Supervisor.
What's your
then-
current job title?
Current title is Waterfield Customer Service Assistant Manager for the meter unit.
Okay. What's your responsibility for your current position?
So I supervise supervisors that actually supervise the FSRs out into the field.
Mm-hmm. So in your previous roles, you had you ever supervised the PWD field technicians?
Yes.
So what are the responsibilities of PWD field technicians?
Their responsibility is to service the property address that they are called out to.
Okay, so in your earlier roles, you ever service install meter assemblies yourself?
Yes.
How often is that?
Every day for at least 6-7 years.
Okay. Did you receive training to do that job?
Yes.
Okay. Did your training include the PWD's policies and procedures relating to installation and repair of water meters?
Yes.
Did the water department have a regular policies and procedures about what do you guys do when you service or service a meter?
Yes.
Does water department have regular policies and procedures about making written records of electronic or on paper for when a technician service a meter?
Yes.
Can you explain that policy a little bit?
So the policy is basically once you enter a service address, the first thing you do is take a picture before you do anything to the meter. So we take a picture of the current meter in the current reading of that meter before we even touch it. Then after we do that, we change out either the meter or the earth. And once we replace the meter or the earth, we take another picture after we completed the job.
Do you also have my understanding, you also input the report of the job on the tablet, is that correct?
Yes, we import every data that we see at the property. So i.e. that can be the reading, the last reading that we found inside the property and the new reading once we input for the new earth.
So that's also part of the policies, correct?
Yes.
So you mentioned the inputting the pictures and written records into a system. So what's the name of the system?
So we input it in servicing.
Okay, is that an electronic system?
Yes,
How often do you use that system?
every day.
Okay. Now I'd like to share a document with the board. Let's see here. Share, okay. So this will be
Peng, we
marked as
can't see that. Is there some way you can zoom in?
let me see.
Oh my. No, it's
uh,
not seen.
I think I can, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Let me make it a little bit smaller so we can see a little bit whole picture. All right, I think this is good. Okay. Mr. Allison, do you recognize this document?
Yes,
What is this?
that's our service link completed job work order.
What did the information from this complete jobs report came from?
From the technician's tablet.
Okay. So did the water department make and keep these records as its regularly conducted business?
Yes.
All right. So now I would like to move this this mark as City 1 into evidence.
Okay, so moved.
So Mr. Allison, according to this, where is it at? Okay, here. Oh, sorry. According to this, according to City 1's, did water department technicians went out to the property 1713 Scotchbrook Drive on February 7th, 2024?
Yes.
So how do you know this information?
Because from the report, it says the date, which shows February 7th, 2024.
Okay. So why did the technician go to that property?
It looks like the customer made an appointment. If you see all the way to the right.
Okay. So when did the technician go to the property? What did they find?
The technician, when they went to the property, they found the current the meter that was at the property that day, and they upgraded the earth.
Okay. Can you explain briefly to the board what is a meter assembly?
The meter assembly is basically the meter that records the water usage and it sends it to the city.
Okay, so what's the meter assembly composed of?
So the meter assembly is composed of the meter, and it's also the ERT, the ERT.
Okay, what does a meter do exactly?
It just basically tell you the exact amount of water that goes through the meter.
So it records the water usage.
It records the water usage.
What's ERT stand for?
Encoder receive transmitter.
And what does it do?
It sends the signal. It basically sends a signal to a tower, and sends it to the city and basically bills them off of the signal it receives.
So it would it fair to say it sends this the readings from the meter to the city?
Yes.
Okay. So back to the field visit. So you say the meter tech serviced the meter and then changed ERT.
Yes.
Did technician take a reading from the meter on that day?
Yes, he took a read.
What is the usage reading they took?
From this report, it shows 2562.
Okay. So as you said, they took a photograph as well?
Yes.
All right. No, I would mark these as city two, the photographs. Yeah, 3 photographs. So Ms. Allison, are these the photographs?
Yes.
How do you know this is the photographs?
For one, uh, so you can tell by the ERT number that's on top of it that shows it's right below the barcode, right on the top of the barcode.
Uh-huh.
And it lets you know that's the identifier for the ERT inside the customer's property.
Okay, so this number will match the number show in the complete jobs report.
Yes.
Okay. So is the reading on the meter from the photo here the same as the reading recorded in the complete jobs report?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'd like to admit the CD2 into evidence.
So moved.
Now I will stop sharing, and I would like to talk to my the WRE witness Chanel Smith. Smith, Chanel.
I'm ready.
All right. Ms. Smith, have you ever had an opportunity to review petitioner's account?
Yes.
What type of property is this, according to our record?
A residential,
Who's the owner of the property?
Mr. Alexander and Mrs. Marina Zellerman,
How do you know this information?
their deed,
Okay. When did the property the petitioner first purchase the property?
December 14, 2015.
Okay. I forgot. Is Mr. Alexander Zuberman the petitioner, correct? In this case, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any discontinuous permit obtained for this property?
No.
No vacant license, I assume.
No.
Okay.
Mr. Peng, those aren't relevant in this circumstance. We have
Yeah.
testimony that it's an occupied property.
Yeah. I'll keep it moving.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So for the meter shop visits on February 7th, 2024, Ms. Smith, is there any billing changes or adjustments?
As a result of that visit, yes.
What kind of adjustment is that? What kind of change or adjustment is that?
For their billing, they were rebilled based on accurate readings found at the rotate for that estimated usage period.
Okay. So you're saying this bill is based on the usage calc from the meter shop visits?
Yes, from the meter shop visit on February 7th, 2024, yes.
Okay. Let's see. How much was this catch-up bill?
Initially, it was $6,203.54.
And did the city make any further adjustment to this bill?
Yes, they did.
So did the city adjust down the bill or adjust up the bill?
They adjust down the bill.
When did this adjustment take place?
June 14, 2024.
Is that a voluntary adjustment or correction of billing mistakes?
It was, well, it was a voluntary, yes, it was a voluntary adjustment.
Okay. So what are the periods that the instant catch-up bill covers?
October 15, 2019 through February 27th, 2024.
So for this period that covered by the catch-up bill, were all usage estimated?
Yes, it was.
Ms. Smith, can
You have to let her put on her testimony as to the city's information.
Okay, Ms. Smith, can you show the board a couple of water bills during the estimated periods?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll show you one from each year.
That would be great.
Can you say it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is from October 29th, 2019. That's an actual read. So let me give you one for the following month. Okay, so for November, it's showing that it was estimated readings. That's when it began for that cycle. Okay. We move to 2020. Showing estimate for both March and April.
Okay, but they were estimated with usage, obviously, correct?
Yes.
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 Janelle, yes, okay. And they were making payments regularly.
Let me make sure. Give me 1 second.
If you can just show like maybe 2022 and 2023, early 2024.
So what, the bills? You still want to see the bills?
Yeah, just show that the estimates was throughout was an entire period.
Okay, we'll just look at a 5 estimate.
Yeah. You can show early 2024 bill.
February
Okay.
and estimate.
All right, so I think we
Okay.
understand
But
that
to answer your-
beginning in November 2024, the ERTs stopped transmitting. It took until, that was 2019, it took until 2024 for the city to change the ERT, get a read off the meter that had continued to function. The new ERT is now there, the new ERT is transmitting, and that for that time, the city did continue to charge certain amounts of usage, but is now, from that final read number, claiming the usage that was charged was an underestimate. So that's essentially the case, correct?
Correct. And to-
There's a couple more important facts. Ms. Schnell, what was the immediately after the meter shop visits on February 7th, 2024, what was the first 2 cycles of the usage reading?
they were the month of February 2024, the usage was 17, and the month of March of 2024 the usage was 15 CCS.
So factoring in the catch-up bill, what will be the average monthly reading for the disputed period?
17.92 CCFs per month.
Okay, so the usage went down, correct?
Yes.
That is the city didn't do anything to cause that.
No.
Okay. According to the city's policy, were water customers supposed to report estimated readings to the city?
Yes.
When did the petitioner report estimated readings?
I believe the estimated readings began in 2019. The water customers' first call about the estimated usage was in February of 2024.
Okay. Just one last question. The catch-up bill, the back bill, is calculated based on the reading testified by Mr. Allison, correct?
Correct.
Okay. The city has no more questions.
Thank you.
I would
All
like
right.
to
Go ahead.
make a brief closing.
Yes.
So first of all, the current petition obviously is petitioner's petition, so is petitioner's burden to prove this city's billing is incorrect. So far, petitioner hasn't produced any concrete evidence on that towards that, and I understand petitioner will produce a plumber's report following the hearing. So on the catch-up bill that itself, it was, as the witness have testified, it was based on the actual reading procured by the PWD meter tech on the meter shop on a visit to the property and check up on the meter assembly. The meter tech personally secured this, recorded this reading by reading the numbers from the meter as during this meter shop visits. And we also have photographic record of this reading, which is testified by, according to the testimony of Mr. Anthony Ellison. The usage reading, as we can see from the usage reading testified by Ms. Smith, the immediate months after the meter shop visits, the readings are entirely consistent with the average usage that the catch-up bill would average out, and later, even though the reading went down the user reading went down later, the city has did not do anything to cause that reading to went down. So the city believes that the comparatively higher readings from 2019 to 2024 is caused by events happened within the property, not with the city equipment. And also, city would like just to mention, if the water customer would have reported the estimated reading earlier, this entire situation would not have risen up in the first place. With that, city rests.
Thank you. Mr. Zilberman, is there anything you would like to add that you have not already provided?
We don't want to repeat, where's my face? Okay. We don't want to repeat ourselves.
Okay, then that's fine. That's fine.
What we wanted to say, that we have a feeling that the city tried to blame us for this misleading job of the city in this case. First of all, when I tried to find the city policy online, I couldn't find that we have to report estimated bills. That's the whole point. When I tried to print out the bills from 2019, the system didn't give it to me.
Okay, that is information you've already provided. Now, we completely
Now,
understand your frustration.
We don't understand what we have to do.
Okay, so
we may pay some penalty or something, but we would like to finish this story if it's possible. Just
yes,
please, because
just now.
I lost so much time at work or something. You know,
Me too.
okay, so that's our plan.
Let
But
us
we are
pay
gonna-
something, the penalty we agreed, you know, I know you guys spent so much time with us too.
And the
You
city
know,
talks and we don't understand
and
what
please,
they're
you
talking
know,
about.
it's impossible.
So we're going to try to bring this to a close, but what we
Thank
really do, we really are. But what we really do want to ask you to do is please submit your plumber's report.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and you don't need to come back. We just need the document. You can send it to our office. You can email it to Ms. Andre. If that's the easiest way, you could mail it. She'll provide you with the information. And then we will take everything we've heard today, your report, and we will let you know our decision. You do not need to take any more time to come back.
Thank you.
So I am gonna ask board members to please concur that this matter is going to be continued pending the submission within 30 days of the plumber's report from the Zilbermans.
John
May I
O'Connor, I
see the
concur.
address?
Wait, just hang on. John, sorry.
John O'Connor, I concur.
Nancy, you're unmuted.
May I ask you something?
All right, hold on.
Oh, okay,
George,
George Matthews, I concur.
otherwise I concur. Okay, one final question, Ms. Zilberman?
We
Glad
have
to
to send the report to Office of Administrative Review Tax Review Board, right?
Yes, yes.
And
And
we have to put docket number, name, blah, no, all the
Ms.
information.
hold on,
This
Ms.
way.
Andre, how did they direct that report?
Just the docket number will be enough and just say, you know, the plumber's report as required by the board's order.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you
Okay.
very much.
And then we will make a decision. We'll let you know. So
Thank
thank you very much for your patience. We do, as I said,
Thank
we
you
do
very
really
much.
understand your frustration.
Thank you. Have a
And that'll be the conclusion for today. And then we're going to move on. You can feel free to leave the Zoom.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
For
Appreciate
your
it. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.
All right, so we still have case number 1 on our docket, 1138 Princeton. Last 4 digits of the docket, G31M, and I believe the petitioner is in our room. Our petitioner is in our hearing room, and that we're going to have to do this with an interpreter, correct?
Yes. 1 second, I'm just
All
trying
right,
to
hang
get
on, we're
the
gonna-
interpreter onto the Zoom hearing, so just give me a moment.
Yes. How we doing here?
To call them.
1 second.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Chinese.
您好，
你好。
您好，我是麦克，您的英文翻译。这个电话全程保密，你们怎么说，我就帮你们怎么翻译。请您清晰的说，每次少说2句，好吗？
好。
Sir?
请稍等。Hello, the customer ready. Please go
Hi,
ahead.
yes.
Thank you.
We need your help interpreting for a case. So we're gonna start the case now, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, case number 1, 1138 Princeton. Petitioner is in our hearing room. We do have an interpreter on the phone. And I'm going to stop now, I guess, for the interpretation for the petitioner.
您好，现在是案子号码11138普林斯顿的这个申请人，这是一个听证会的房间，我们有翻译。
Okay. Ms. Wren, is that correct? Petitioner?
然后任女士，
是
Hello?
您好，
You have to interpret what she's saying back too.
叶任女士。
I don't know that she said anything. Mupan Ren?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We have an interpreter who's going to be helping us.
我们有一个翻译，他会帮助我们的。
Okay. My name is Paula Weiss, Chair of the Board, who's going to be hearing your case today.
我是 Paula 沃斯，我是您的今天听证会案子的主席。
Could you please state your full name for the record for us?
为了我们记录，请您说出您的完整名字。
我的名字叫任珠妹。
My name is called 任珠妹。
Do you swear, or do each of you actually for the interpreter as well? I don't know your name, but do each of you swear or affirm the remarks and testimony that will be provided to the board today will be the truth?
I'm sorry, you don't know my name.
No, I don't know your name. Could you
What
state,
do you want me to do?
could you state your name?
My name's Michael.
Michael, okay. Do each of you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
您每一位是否宣誓或者是认证您今天给出的所有证词都是真实的呢？
是真实的。
Yes, true.
Thank you. We're going to turn and start with the city representative. Yes,
According to the petition, the petitioner's name is Mu Pen Ren, not
That's-
Zhu Mei Ren.
我是任珠妹，木潘任是我老公。
My name is 任珠妹. Muta Ren is my husband.
and do you own this property as well?
这个房产你也是房东吗？也是房产的主人吗？
是是。
Yes.
Yes, okay. So we are going to turn to the city representatives first to provide us with the information as to what is in dispute. And then we will come back to you for you to explain to us why you're here and what you're looking for from the board.
Mr.
我们
Chairperson
首
Paul,
先
啊
Hold on.
你说什么？
All right, can you interpret that for
What?
her, please?
What did you say?
We're going to start with the city representatives to explain to us the dollar amounts and the matter that's been appealed, and then she will have an opportunity to explain to us why she's here and what she's looking for from the board.
我们首先从城市的代理开始，让他们解释这个金额，然后呢，以及他们的这个情况事件，然后呢，再讨论这个申诉，然后您呢也有机会来解释是什么情况，以及您希望从我们这个委员会得到什么。
我就是说，那一次说水费的问题，水呢，我每个月都有交钱，都是按他自动转账转出去给他的。他说我欠费，水表换一下，他说我欠他每个月欠他多少钱，我没还完。他上一次过来的时候，他就叫我去水厂里面拿证明过来，我到底有没有交完了这个钱？我那一次他就过去水厂里面打
Okay,
一个
you
证
need to
明
wait
过
for
来。
us to have that interpreted for us. What did she
It's
just tell
about
us?
the water. It was about water bills. I pay my water bill regularly on a monthly basis, and I have set up auto pay. And however, they said I owe them money because of the water meter issues. And they changed the meter and they said I owe them some amount of money. And they also asked me to go to the water factory to get the proof and the evidence.
Okay, we're gonna have the city provide us with some of the initial information now.
So, so
Hold
this,
on, they need to interpret
oh
that.
yeah, I apologize.
Yeah, I know, it's a little difficult. We don't do this often. Can you please
Woman-
tell her that we're gonna
woman-
have the city provide us with some initial information?
首先，我们需要这个市政府来提供最初的信息。
Okay, Mr. Peng, can you please introduce yourself? for the record?
My name is Yin Peng. I'm the attorney representing the city on this case. My witness will be Anthony Allison from Philadelphia Water Department and Chanel Smith from Water Revenue Bureau.
Thank you. Can you interpret
我
that for her?
是喷颖，我是律师，代表这个城市在这个案子中。我的证人是律师阿利森，这是费城水部门的，然后和史密斯，这是水务的收入部门的。
Yeah.
Mr. Peng?
So presently, according to our account, the petitioner has paid the disputed water bill off completely. In fact, only outstanding bill is the most recent water bill. That's from approximately May 5, 2025. So current issue is at this point the water bill dispute case is a moot case. The city's petition needs to file a refund petition with the city's revenue first, and then if the refund request was rejected, and if the water customer elect to reappeal back to the tax board.
Okay.
那目前的这个情况的申诉呢，是基于我们的这个账户，申诉人呢其实已经把有争议的水的账单完全都付清楚了，全付光了。现在呢，只有一个欠款的账单是最新的水的账单，也就是应该是从2025年5月5号大概这个时间到现在。所以说，基于这个原因的话呢，这个水的这种账单的话呢，这个案子呢，其实呢已经是不存在这么一个案子了。那我们呢，市政府呢的建议的话呢，我们呢会提交这个申请退款，退到这个市政府的这个收入部门、税收部门。如果说这个申请退款的这种申请被拒绝了，那我们可以让这个水的客户呢，他可以选择再次到税务部门去申请申诉。
So the refund petition needs to be applied by the water customer, him or herself.
And can you confirm?
When did the petitioner pay the bill, Mr. Peng?
I think there is auto pay every month, so it's automatically paid at a certain point. For example, the April bill is issued on April 3rd, paid on April 22nd.
Okay, we need to interpret for her.
Yeah. Can you interpret that?
Sorry,
Michael?
I didn't take notes because you three parties were talking with each other.
Oh, okay. I asked Mr. Peng, when did the petitioner pay the bill? Mr.
我
Peng?
问的是潘先生，这个申请人、申诉人是什么时候付的账单？
付的账单是
Mr. Peng,
反正我就是每一个月都是自动转账，转到他这个。
Okay, that's a conversation we're having with the city representative. So essentially, Mr. Peng, what she did say is that she's got these bills set up for auto pay and that the city automatically deducts her water bill each month. Is that correct?
No, 还有一些账单。
Ms. Smith, can you confirm that?
Yeah, she pays every month.
But can you see whether it's auto pay?
Yes, it's zip pay. So yes, it's
Zip pay, which is right. So that
燕子，
regardless of the amount, I know, can you interpret that for her?
Interpret regardless of the amount.
To interpret that, we're confirming that she pays through zip pay, automatic pay every month. We just want to confirm that with her.
我们已经确认了，您是每个月都通过自动付款的方式来付钱的。
没错。
Okay. So
You are
essentially,
right.
yes, so essentially, regardless of the amount, before she would even necessarily have known that this large amount was being billed as a result of whatever the deal is, that money would have been taken from her account,
What
correct?
is the large amount?
There is a, I can't
We
find it.
never got that on the record. What is the large amount?
Ms. Smith, what's the disputed amount?
Okay, so the disputed period is February 5th, 2024, final rebill for the period of September 29th, 2021 through January, I'm sorry, give me 1 second, through January 30th, 2024. And the principal amount is $1,144.01. No penalty, no lien, bringing the total disputed amount to $1,144.01.
Interpreter, can you please interpret that amount to her? And can you confirm that that's what she's disputing?
这个金额是1144块钱01分，这个金额对不对？您申请的申诉的是不是也是这个金额呢？
没错，就是这个金额的问题。因为呢，我每个月还钱，他说配多少钱给他，我就配多少钱给他。然后呢，干嘛又收我1140.01？这是我这个就是这个问题才不满意。我每个月都配了这么多钱给他了，干嘛随便换一下，干嘛又交我往里交这么多钱呢？
You are right. The amount is the issue. I pay you every month regularly, and I don't know why you still give me this top-up charge of $1,140.01.
Okay,
And
so
you just change the water.
okay, we can see that actually in some of the documents provided that this was automatically deducted. And I think so as not to penalize her for having that automatic payment and paying all of her bills, I think the board is of the mind that we're going to go forward, Mr. Peng, and then we'll deal with you know, how we're going to handle the fact that there's a zero balance at this point. So why don't you put your case on?
Can you
And
have
let's let the interpreter, or, yeah, explain that to her, that we're going to have the city put their case on now.
我们呢，现在看到了呢，已经是自动付款，然后付了所有的账单。我们委员会现在看法呢，是我们会让庞先生呢，把这个案子的就是取消掉。
这把这个钱取消掉是什么？
案子取消。
案件取消。这个我这个钱交了1144，这个钱没办法拉回来吧？我每个月按照他的自动转账转给他了，干嘛又叫我配这一笔钱啊？
Put on the case, but I pay you every month why did I have to pay you this $1,144? I cannot get this money back.
That's what the city is going to now explain.
下面这个城市呢是会给您解释的。
什么时候跟我解释？
When the city is going to explain.
Right now,
Right now.
Mr. Peng.
All right. So according to our
现在
record, all right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mr. Peng.
According to our record, this case is about a catch-up bill, back bill issued based on actual reading obtained from meter assembly at disputed property on January 11th, 2024. The bill was issued on February 5th, 2024,
Mr.
and
Peng, please remember, we have an interpreter. Please. I'm begging
right,
you.
right, okay.
Hard.
Please. So
Okay.
shorter phrases and like try to compress what you're trying to say in short phrases so this interpreter can help us.
Okay, the city believes that no adjustment is warranted because the reading the reading the catch-up bill based on it came from meter shop visits and confirmed by the meter tech himself, him or herself.
我们认为呢，这个米表的水表的这个调整的数字呢，是取决于读表员读表的这个产生的结果。
读表转的结果，这个结果这个1144，这个钱我怎么叫我还呢？干嘛叫我还呢？我又没用这么多钱，每一个账单你叫我配多少我就配多少，你干嘛？然后呢，这个月又交我1144.01呢？这个怎么跟我解决呢？你这个钱要不要退还给我啊？我又没用这么多水费啊。
So the meter tech confirmed what? I received a monthly bill and I pay you every month. And where did this $1,144.01 come from? And why should I pay this? And how can I get the money back? I
Oh.
didn't use that a
have to
lot
get-
of water because
Okay.
Please
Could you
tell her,
explain? Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry,
No,
please
go ahead.
tell her that that's why we are having this case. So she needs to let the city put their case on and listen to why they charged her the additional money. She's supposed to be, for right now, we just need her to listen to what the city is saying.
所以说，我们现在就有这个案子，您需要让这个市政府把这案子来给它启动起来。您需要听一下他们为什么来从您这儿收了这个额外的钱。现在呢，请您呢先耐心的听这个城市说的内容。
OK，
So the catch-up bill, which is the catch-up bill that is in dispute right now, it represents a correction of previously estimated reading-based bills. The city billed additional usage after the meter shop technician confirms actual reading from the meter itself.
Okay, that's too much, Mr. Peng.
这
Please, interpreter, interpret.
这个补充的额外的或者叫追加的账单呢，它是对以前的一个估计的这样读数的一个纠正和更正。这个市政府的话呢，他们呢会对以前的账单水费是估计的，直到呢我们的一个水表工呢，他们能确认这个准确的这个读数。
这什么读数了？我打住，我
Wait,
就是说那一次我过来
please,，
我跟他就是交集就是这个问题的，我没个最动转账，然后呢，叫我交这笔1144.01的这个钱，我就跟他讲，他的这个法官就叫我去水讲里面。
Ms. Wren, Ms. Wren, you need to wait. You need to wait. Could you please tell her she needs to wait?
请您先稍等。
Yeah. Okay.
You need to wait. It's the city's turn.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Peng.
请您要稍等，我们现在是轮到市政府在沟通。
好 Okay.
Thank you.
As I've said, because this is a catch-up bill, based on reading confirmed by the PW technician, the city believe no adjustment is required, and the bill is based on actual readings obtained from the meter itself.
Thank you.
That's
Okay.
it.
就像我之前说的，这是一个追加的账单，这是基于我们 PW 技师对于读数的这个表的读数确认的账单。在这种情况下，我们市政府认为不需要做任何的调整，因为这个账单是基于实际的真正的获得的读表，是从水表中获得的。
你说是水表。
No, Ms. Ran, you need to wait.
It
You
is
need
the
to wait.
city's turn.
请您稍等，还没有轮到您的顺序。
Okay.
Mr. Peng, is there anything else?
Uh,
I mean, we understand that the ERT was not functioning for 44 months, it looks like. City came in, the meter was functioning. They got a final read, and this is a deficiency bill. See, can you interpret that?
我们理解这个米表呢有44个月用的不是很正常，然后呢，这个市政府呢就过来呢把米表修好了，它就正常运转了。然后这个时候呢就发现这个实际的读数呢是有一个差距的。
Okay, so Ms. Wren, do you live in this property?
任女士，您是否住在这个房子里？
是我自己住在那里房子里面。
你没拿那个。
我住。
Yes, I live.
Go ahead.
Yes, I live in this property by myself.
Have you lived by yourself since 2021?
从2021年到现在，您都是自己一个人住吗？
是，跟我老公。
Yes.
Okay. Have you
Yes,
had any?
and with my husband.
Oh. When did he leave?
那您丈夫什么时候搬出去的？
我老公在跟我一起住啊，没搬出去啊。
My husband have never left. My husband lives with me.
So then 2 people live in this property.
所以说，
Where
这个
is that
房子
coming
里面
from?
有2个人。
I don't know what happened. I apologize. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, 2 people live in this property?
我很抱歉，我不知道发生了什么。我想问一下，是2个人住在这个房子里吗？
是啊。
Correct. Have you
Yes.
had any plumbing issues?
您有没有水泵的问题呀？
没有啊。
No.
No. Okay. Does the board have any questions? Do we want to step back? All right. The board is going to take a few minutes now to discuss what we've heard, the information and evidence provided by both parties. Everybody just stay where you are.
The city still needs to put on its evidence, actually.
Okay, can you do that relatively quickly? Because I think we do understand the circumstance.
Okay, all right, I'll shorten it. Mr. Wren, in this property, is there a kitchen?
Mr. Peng, we are not doing that today.
Okay,
This is a very difficult kind of hearing, and we understand the issues at hand. If there is something specific that you want us to address, let's get to that.
Okay, Ms. Smith,
Yes.
all right, due to circumstance, I'm gonna go straight to the main point. The meter shop, did meter shop visits the property on January 11th, 2024?
Yes.
All right, so we need to have that interpreted now. We're gonna have to stop. Go ahead. Please interpret that for her.
Mr. Pan, can you repeat your last sentence?
Did the PW meter techs visit the property on January 11th, 2024?
And I answered yes.
So the Philadelphia Water Department meter shop technician visited the property on January 11th, 2024.
Interpreter,
You
Michael?
interpret that,
Woman.
please?
Yes, I will, but I don't know say who said yes. I think that was yes to the question already, so I don't know. I'm confused.
Oh,
The witness for the city. I'm the witness for the city. I answered yes.
OK，我们的费城水部门的水表技师，2024年1月11号去您那里进行了拜访，是吗
Mr. Peng?
Mm-hmm.
2024年
Your next question?
Did this visit, Ms. Smith, did this visit result in any billing changes?
Yes.
What is that? Okay, go ahead.
Can you interpret that, please?
This might interpret. The question was for whom? Did the visit
This is the city attorney
result in
questioning
any
his witness.
bills?
The city attorney, Mr. Peng, is questioning his witness, Ms. Smith.
I
Mr.
heard a
Peng?
yes.
What sort of billing change is that?
A rebuild took place, what we call catch-up bill.
Okay. Is this catch-up bill based on actual or estimated usage?
Actual usage.
Can you interpret that, please?
这个那个
All right, let me try this. Could you just summarize this for her, please? The city attorney has asked his witness about whether or not the water department representative was at your property. Was it January of 2024? Could you interpret that for her, please?
市政府的律师问他的证人，这个水部门代理有没有在2024年1月份去您的房子拜访？
The answer was yes.
他就是没有去我
Now, please, Miss Wren,
Absolutely.
it's not your turn.
答案是是的，任女士，请您稍等，还没有轮到您的顺序。
He then asked his witness whether that visit resulted in a change in the bill, and the answer was yes.
他也问他的证人，这一次拜访有没有导致账单发生了变化？这个答案也是是的。
Thank you, Mr. Peng. Your next question.
Is the billing change because it is the billing change caused by the actual reading obtained by the PW technicians during the visit?
Yes.
The city attorney has
那
asked
这样
the witness.
OK.
You got
No,
it?
no, I got no, no,
right.
I understand. No, because I didn't know who was answering the question. 那这个他又问了这个 PW 的技师，然后呢，是不是这个拜访，是不是这个账单的改变是由实际的读数来导致的？这个答案是是的。
Mr.
Ms.
Peng?
Smith, how much was the catch-up bill?
It was $1,144.01.
他问的是这个导致的补充的账单的金额是多少？答案是1144.01。
This catch-up bill corrected the previously estimated usage for the disputed period. Is that correct, Ms. Smith?
Correct.
这个补充的账单是对这个段时期以前的预估的账单的调整，是不是呢？答案是是的。
This correction is based on the number received by the number procured by the PWD technician, correct?
Correct.
这个更改是基于 PW 的技师他们获取的数字的基础上得到的，是吗？答案是是的。
Ms. Smith, after January 11th, 2024, was the meter assembly finally able to get actual readings?
Yes.
在
No more-
2024年1月，
Go ahead.
在2024年1月11号之后，史密斯女士，那这个米表是不是就能得到准确的读数了呢？答案是是的。
What would the average monthly usage for the period covered by the catch-up bill be?
It was, hang on a second. It averaged to 10.10 CCFs per month.
What is the average monthly usage for the periods after the meter shop visit?
That is approximately.
This money interpreter,
Oh, so-
I
I'm sorry.
have one question and one answer each time, please.
Okay.
那我想问一下，在这个补充账单的这个相应的时间段，平均来说呢，一个月的费用是多少？答案是10.10 CCF 一个月。
Okay. What about average monthly usage for periods after the meter shop visit, Ms. Smith?
8.75 CCFs per month.
那在这个米表工作人员拜访之后，每个月的平均月水使用量是多少？史密斯女士，答案是一个月8.75 CCF。
Was Ms. Smith, are water customers supposed to report estimated readings to the city?
Yes.
This might interpret, I understand. I think the question was an open-ended question and the answer was a closed-ended answer. I beg your pardon, can you repeat?
The city attorney asked whether or not it's the responsibility of the customer
Okay.
to report
Okay.
estimated payments, estimated readings to the city, and the
Okay.
answer was yes.
Okay, good, thank you. Sorry. 那市政府的这个律师问，是不是客户自己的责任需要来对这个预估的这个付款进行那个预估的读数进行汇报呢？这个答案是是的。
Did the petitioner ever reported any of the estimated readings that being corrected by the catch-up bill?
No.
那我们这个补充账单中间过程中，我们的申请人有没有汇报过任何的这个读数呢？答案是没有。
Okay, Mr. Peng, can you wrap it up?
Okay, I think I'll leave that as my last question.
Okay, do you have any closing remarks?
Yes, just briefly. So the quorum petition is made by the petitioner. This is a petitioner's petition, so petitioner has the burden proof for the case.
Yes.
申
Thank you.
请人有责任对这个对这个案子来提供证据。
Okay.
The catch-up bill was created by the water usage number secured by the PWD technician.
这个补充账单的金额呢，是由我们的 PWD 技师根据数字来获取的数字来得到的。
The PWD technician procured this number by physically looking at the meter during the meter shop visit.
我们 PW 技师的话呢，是通过本人亲自去查看米表，获得了这些数字。
Therefore, the city believed the reading that the back bill, the reading that the catch-up bill calculated from, are correct, is correct.
因此，我们的市政府认为这个补充过来的账单是基于这个实际的读数的，所以说这个账单呢是正确的。
Petitioner today did not provide any evidence to prove that there is any error in the meter reading.
申请人今天并没有提供任何的证据来证明这个读表上面有任何的错误。
Finally, if petitioner timely reported the estimated usage to the city, we would not have a catch-up bill.
最终的话，如果假设以前这个申请人按时来向这个市政府来汇报估计的用量的话呢，我们也不会有这个补充的账单。
City rests.
Thank you. Okay, so Ms. Ren, is there any final comment that you would like to make to us?
任女士，您有没有任何的最终的这个看法或者意见想要告诉我们的呢？
我就是不服你干嘛收我1144这个01的钱，因为我账单就是说以前都配好好的，后面干嘛一下子跟我配了这么多，我出过去吧。
I am just not convinced
等一下
because I read
喂，
已经跟你改了过了
嗯，
白纸黑字啊，对不对？
那我意思就是说，你这个一下子跟我这么多，就是说你跟我怎么解释啊？就是跟我解释一下啊。
你改了过
可以
了
问吗？解
Wait,
释
there's somebody else there?
他这个是按照你的
Wait, but
批好
Melissa,
的
there's somebody
Yeah,
else?
is there
Yeah.
somebody else?
Whoa, whoa. Who else is in the room? Who's speaking? Could you ask her that, please?
请问谁在房间里说话呀
哦，是我的儿子。
？My son.
Well, if he wants to speak, then we need to see him and swear him in. He cannot speak otherwise.
他如果想说话的话呢，我们需要能够看到他，而且呢，他需要宣誓才可以，否则的话，他不能够讲话。
OK， 好。
So we just want some closing remarks that we haven't, anything that we have not heard yet before.
我们只是希望你有个最终的陈述，说一些我们以前没有听到过的。
我跟你讲，就是说那一次过来，他叫我去水厂里面拉这个水表啊，去厂里面拉这个每个月的账单，叫我打过来。
We cannot see those.
我已经打过来给他了，就是我以前按照这个结果来交钱，他一下子跟我配了这么多钱，我就是心里不服吧。
I am just not convinced because somebody came and asked us to go to the water factory and to print the report. which I did, and I printed a report of the meter, and then I make the payment according the report I printed from the main meter through the water factory, and then such a big amount just popped up from nowhere, and I don't understand, and I'm not convinced.
Okay. I think that we did explain, and I'm gonna say it one more time for her, that this bill was as a result of the fact that the meter that she had was not electronically transmitting the usage every month. Could you say that to her?
我其实已经解释过了，但我再说一次，为什么会有这个账单呢？这个账单的结果呢，是因为你以前用的这个米表呢，并不能够通过电子的方式把每个月使用的费用金额呢传输出去。
这个我跟你讲，这个是你没有做到，是你水库里水厂里面的问题，跟我没关系。你一下子跟我说我有欠你以前水多用过去欠你的钱，这个哪里有这样子的道理啊？本来你每个月我用多少，你配多少给你啊？我又没错，你一下子说我有一个月多用，我也不知道什么多用进去啊。
For that part, that was because the water factory didn't do its job properly, and I had nothing to do with your internal management, and which means I was not at fault for the issue, and I pay my bill every month, and you just told me that there was an outstanding big amount, and I don't understand.
The city would like to respond to that. Mr. and Mrs. Ren, you did not report the estimated readings when the estimated readings showed up on your bills, and the additionally assessed usage represents the water actually used in the property. This is not arbitrary charging.
任先生、任女士，我要给您说一下，在这个账单中显示出的预计的估计的数字的话呢，您并没有在这个基础上提供任何估计的数值。这些额外的这种评估的话呢，代表的是您这个房子里面用水实际的量，这并不是一个武断的脑子拍出来的收费。
因为我这个，因为你里面每个月账单寄给我，我也不懂，你里面写的是估计，知道吗？所以说我没有去问。如果我知道的话，我当然要问你水厂什么叫估计。以前水表没换，我每个月换，按照你的账单来配。你水表换一下，我一下子变成这样子，我当然心里面不服吧。这就叫你跟我一个解释，每个月用的补的多少钱，你应该也有写清楚。哎，我每个月多用多少钱，你有写清楚啊？你根本都没有跟我写清楚啊。
Okay, Ms. Red, we need to have the interpreter explain to us, and then we're gonna deliberate.
You send me the bill every month, and I just paid the bill every month. I didn't know the numbers in the old bills were estimates. If I had known that numbers were estimates, I would have already approached you, but I didn't. And then you just changed the meter, and then you told me that I owe you a big amount of money. So for this extended period, you said I used more money than the estimate. So for each single month, how much more water did I use than your monthly estimate? You didn't give me the details. That's why I was not convinced and I not agree.
Thank you. I think that the board is going to take all of this information and step back for a few minutes. Everybody just sit tight.
我们董事会已经收到了所有的信息，我们来会进行讨论，需要几分钟时间，请每位都稍等。
Okay, I think we are all back.
我
Yes,
们都
okay.
回
Tax
来
Review
了。
Board is back in session. We had an opportunity to have a conversation among the board members and go over, review the information provided by the petitioner and the city. Can you interpret that for her?
我们都回来了，我们呢进行了沟通，我们的董事会之间呢进行了沟通，我们审核了这个市政府和申请人提供的所有信息。
Okay, and the decision of the board is to not deny the petition for the period 9/29/2021 through 1/30/2024. We are not making an adjustment.
我们的决定呢，就是我们拒绝了申请人的这个申请，关于这个2021年9月29号到2024年1月30号，我们的看法是不做任何的调整。
The documentation establishes from the city that the estimated usage was below her actual usage.
市政府提供的文件显示出呢，预计的使用呢是低于您的实际使用的。
The amount of the deficiency and the back bill usage actually has come in as less than what her usage has been since that ERT was changed. So there does not appear to be any evidence that would warrant an adjustment.
那这个金额的不足，以前的上单的水数这个数字变少呢，其实是比你以前用的少，是从那个改变了之后呢，它并没有任何的证据来支持那个相关的调整。
The petitioner will get a letter from the tax review board within about 2 weeks with that decision, and all appeal rights will be in that letter.
申请人呢会在大概2周的时间收到我们的税务回顾委员会来的这个一封信件，信件中有这个决定，然后所有的申诉的权利也会在信件中写清楚。
And can I get concurrence from board members?
John O'Connor, I concur.
Nancy Cameradiner, I concur.
George Matthews, I concur.
Paula Weiss, I concur. That concludes this matter.
好了，这个事情结束了。
So I believe that is the last matter on our docket for today. Thank you, Ms. Wren, for coming in. The tax review board hearings are adjourned for today. Thank you all.
And I won't see you until next week.
See you too. See everybody else on Thursday except Melissa too.
Bye.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Melissa.
Take care.
Have a good trip,
Hey,
Melissa.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Melissa, can I talk to you
Sure.
All right,
afterwards? Yeah.
everyone else, see you all Thursday.
Take care.